all in the top 10.
Yeah.
Taonga, Connor, Will, Toby Tasker, Cam Clark. That team is looking very, very strong. But that Auckland team's also very strong with Ronan
we'll just
Lee.
talk about Ben Otis as well. So we haven't really discussed, we've talked about track a lot, I think, as we're both track runners.
Yep.
And we've talked about cross country, obviously, but we haven't talked about trail.
And they're off.
And Ben has been having a fantastic trail season, so trail could really correlate well to great running today.
He was probably hoping for about 400 metres of vert here
that's
today.
true. Maybe not the vert he was after, but here we go. Anyway, the race has begun. It's already strung out to that first place runner there.
Who is in first place?
They've really taken that, probably to get to that turn, I think. Wouldn't you think, Dave?
Yes, yep.
You want to take that turn, not too hard, not around other runners, because you could fall, particularly in this field of 58 runners.
So that's Oli Chignell at the front there. He's looking to set the pace. It'll be interesting to see how Oli wants to navigate this race. He's a sub 4 miler and he's a sub 28 10k runner. So he could probably dictate this how he wants to.
Exactly. He can probably just take the lead from Toby, who we do think that Toby might take it out. It would probably be in his best interest to take it out. He's definitely fast, but he has a lot of strength. He's proven that at the World University Games that has just finished over in Europe.
It'll be interesting to see what the flying has done to Toby, though, because he has just flown back from World Unis this week. So is he jet lagged?
Takes a lot out of you for sure. But yeah, he is certainly gritty, so I'm sure, he'll probably be
So
fine.
we've got Oli, Toby, Will, Connor, T, followed by one of the Australians, and then Ronan Lee. So the usual suspects, closely followed by Chris Dryden and Oscar Baines there.
That 653 there, that's Sean Harris from Australia. So remember, he's our 30.02 10k runner. Here we see them going through this little sand pit, which you described yesterday, running near it, maybe not through it.
Not through it.
It is quite soft. It will take kind of the sting out of your step a little bit.
Yep.
But yeah, interesting. So Ollie's really taken it.
Oli is not mucking around here. He looks like he wants to put on a dominant display. But he has Connor Melton there, and Connor Melton is the national champion, the reigning national champion from last year. Is looking very strong and has looked very good in training.
Yeah. I think let's just rediscuss for anyone that's just tuned in to watch this race what's on the line today. It's not just a national championship like last year, so Connor won the national champs, which is incredible. This year, the winner gets
a golden ticket.
Exactly.
So they're getting a golden ticket to Tallahassee for the World Champs in 2026 in January. They'll be wanting that golden ticket. Then they can just sit back. They don't have to worry about any other qualification. They're auto-qual.
And that really is the pinnacle for cross-country, isn't it? It's the World Champs. Cross-country is not an Olympic sport or anything, so World Champs is the top of the game.
20, but it's very strung out, so early pace set by Oli Chignell out of Otago.
All right, so we've still got Oli up there in the front. It's kind of starting to string out, but remember, this is a 10k race. So much can happen. I think we saw that with Nick Dobby and the under-20 men. You know, you really can't count anybody out. So even looking back to that second pack of the 4 runners there, somebody from that pack, they could just be taking it really smart and waiting till that last lap. So, we've got 5 laps, 2k. It's a long way. Although for some of these guys, they're experts over half marathon. But yeah, they'll be going quite quick. There's these hills to navigate, mud, lots of different surfaces, even this barrier as well. So it'll be really fascinating to see what happens here, who attacks that barrier. It's been interesting over the last 2 races watching the benefit of hurdling.
If I see any of Vin's boys go around this barrier, I'm going to be severely disappointed.
Yeah, tell us, we've got some steeplechasers in here.
Yep, so there's Toby Tasker in the field,
yep.
which is he's the tall figure in the Canterbury singlet, probably in about 15th at the moment. He will be going over that hurdle, and he'll probably be the most efficient over the hurdle, I imagine.
Yeah.
But
I'll
we
also
still
do
got-
a shout out to my partner Darian Srory, who is also a steeplechaser.
Yes.
He better
yes.
not run around that.
Darren wanted me to point out that fun fact about Darren, he actually proposed to Holly exactly 1 year ago, and he says that Holly's still to get back to him with an answer. So
I will confirm that is not true. I said yes, but we have no wedding plans. So if you're worried you didn't get an invite, we actually just haven't.
and
sent
they've
out any
all,
invites.
most of them have gone round. The Australian has gone over.
Interesting. All your boys went around, Dave.
Severely disappointed.
You're gonna
That
have to slap them later.
that is a beer fine. One
But
beer fine tonight.
do you think they will continue to go around?
I think they will. I think
Okay.
maybe on the last lap we'll see someone attack that hurdle.
Yeah.
But I think for now they're comfortable just going around it.
Yeah.
And I think once one person goes around it, the pack will just follow.
Yeah. I think so too. I think, yeah, if you can take the easy way around, particularly again, like I mentioned, this is 5 laps. Like,
Yes.
yeah, it's a long way.
And Toby's there at the front, keeping this pace along. This is what you would expect from Toby.
I
You
assume
want to
he
make this
jumped
fast.
it. I forgot.
No,
to
Toby
say. He
went around it. Yep.
Okay.
But there is a group up there, so that tells you the quality of this top 10. They're not mucking around. We're probably going to go through the first 2K in about 6:10, so that's 3:05.
3:05.
And you've still got about 10 men there.
Yeah, so here we go. We've got them coming through this long straight to conclude the first lap of the China Southern Airlines National Cross Country Championships.
And all the main offenders are there. Oli Chignell, Toby Gualter, Connor Melton, William Little, Taonga Mbambo.
We've got Ronan Lee there as well. We haven't really discussed Ronan Lee.
Ronan Lee is fresh
Fourth
off
last
a knee
year.
injury.
There's been Otis too, Chris Dryden,
Daniel Balchin, Oscar
Cam
Baines,
Clark.
Toby Tasker just hanging on, Cam Clark.
Swales, Tane Patel. Yeah.
Extremely deep field here.
Max Taylor from Wellington.
Ethan Smolge, the 800-metre national champion.
There's Darian Srory from Auckland.
Saxon Morgan,
Oh, yes, Saxon triathlete. Got a
Triathlete.
couple of triathletes here today. It's great to have the triathletes come and do this. It's probably
Yep.
great training for them.
Yep, they love it.
So, just for anybody who's tuned in, Dave, let's discuss the weather here and the conditions.
Well, it is. We've had no rain today, bit of rain during the week, so a bit of that course will be chewed up, but it is cold out there. I think we must be up to about 10 degrees now. So they will have warmed up by now.
There's no wind,
No
which is
wind.
amazing.
And nice beaming sun. So
Yeah.
you might actually start to see over those last laps that the heat
Yeah, I think people
Their
will
body
start
heat
getting
might
hot.
start to-
Yeah,
play a factor.
which, I mean, Tallahassee in January, that's probably going to be still quite warm. So
Right.
this is going to be a little bit cooler than that World Championships, which, remember, they everybody in this race will be gunning for that.
And
in
Ollie's
that top
still
10 at
leading
least.
that group there.
Everybody
with
looks very
Toby.
strong. One Aussie in that pack as well, next
Yeah.
to Taonga.
And just a sea of red as well with that Canterbury team. There is a strong bunch of runners in the Canterbury scene at the moment. And you're seeing that play out here. You've got in that top 4, that Connor, Will, Taonga, and Daniel Balchin leading the Canterbury for the team.
Yeah, I think it might be not too early to call that Canterbury's probably got that win.
You never know. Auckland is still
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Ronan and Ben Otis leading the charge from the Auckland.
So interesting.
pack.
Did you see that Toby really took a very wide path on that bunker?
Interesting.
Maybe the sand is firmer on the wide part because it
Perhaps,
hasn't been
yep.
churned out. So maybe he's thought about that.
He's a very good racer, Toby, and he's willing to dig very deep. So
Yeah. I just want to emphasize again how stacked this field really is. Like,
Yep.
this is so exciting to watch. Like, I can feel my heart pounding. I don't know about you. I can't believe we're so lucky to watch a race like this and witness it
Absolutely.
here in Christchurch today. There's that top 10. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Well, it's
5,
really
6, 7, 8.
9. Back to
Yeah.
Chris Dryden.
Yeah,
in
Chris Dryden
10.
just off the back of that front group, but he's still there.
So Chris is in good form. He ran a pretty fast half.
A marathon over
yeah.
at the Gold Coast. He was the first Oceania man through, and
Yes.
2:17. So
Yeah.
fresh PB for him by about 30 seconds. So he'll
Good
be
form.
he'll be one to watch
You'd
over
think
the latter stage of the
10K will
course.
feel so short compared to
100%. And I see him around the Hagley Park. He gets rolling. He'll do 20-odd K tempos, and he will be moving.
Yeah. So he's no stranger to this park, as are the other probably 4 runners in that top pack. All
Yes.
from Christchurch.
Yep. As they come round that that corner there, just can't separate these top 5 boys at the moment.
Yeah. Back to probably about 7th becomes that little gap. 7th is Ronan Lee from Auckland, just returning from a knee injury, but having a great cross-country season already.
Yeah.
He did really well at North Islands. Yeah, so he will be looking to get in that top 10 for sure. He was 4th last year. Yeah, I think he'll be really happy. It's definitely would you say, a stronger field than last year? Or about the same?
There's a lot of the same offenders.
Yeah,
But I
they are
think
stronger.
the depth of it is insane. I mean, there are a couple that were missing last year in Oli and T. But yeah, the depth is crazy out to about 20th. We've got very solid runners who can all probably run under 31 minutes for the 10K.
Yeah. Yeah, so what kind of times do you think we're looking to see here today?
Well, they went through probably in about 6:15 for that first 2K. So I imagine that's close to about a 31 minute. Now, I've watched a little bit of Oli race the cross country. I think Oli's going to start turning this up with about halfway.
Yeah.
So let's see how he goes. He might start to really crank down on those Ks and run more like 3 flats, which would mean that we could be anywhere in the ballpark of about a 30-40
Interesting.
10K
All
over the
going
grass.
around the barrier again. So there's that top 7. So we'll just run you through that top 7. So we've got Toby Gualter, Connor Melton, Oli Chignell, Will Little, Taonga Mbambo, Ben Otis, and Ronan Lee. So Ben is a Bays
Ben?
runner. Yep. He is actually from the States, and he's been having a fantastic trail season. He won the Woo 2K in Wellington. And yeah, he's been overseas in Australia and run really well. So he'll be certainly looking to stay in that top pack and potentially get a podium.
And just
there.
overall a very nice dude.
Very nice guy. And he's going over to America to run the US cross-country trials in about November time. So this will be great practice. It's a long crossy season for him. Having to maintain that crossy form and get over to the States. Also, we'll be looking to run against some of those guys where that golden ticket will be on offer.
And as they come through again here, finishing the second lap, still a pretty quick pace they've got going on here. We're at 12:20 at the moment, so I imagine they're going to come through in about 12:35. That lets me know that they've probably just maintained that first lap pace.
Yeah.
12:35, what's that? They're probably running about 3:08s, 3:09s.
And they'll be really starting to
So
feel it.
12:40, so they're running 3:10s.
We were back to-
Connor Melton right there at the front. And Oscar Baines coming through there with Chris Dryden right behind him.
Teammate, then another Australian. So
Ronan Lee has fallen off there.
He's got that top 6 now.
And Ben is still maintaining on the back of that pack. He's probably actually closed that gap a little more, to be
Yeah,
fair.
I think so.
Let's see how they come out of this corner. And Oli's still just sort of dictating the race on the front. That lets me know that Oli's probably feeling pretty good out there.
3 more laps to go as well. So
Yes.
a lot can happen, I think, as we saw in that under-20s race.
Yeah.
Like,
Let's watch how this lap plays out. I imagine if I'm in there and you're thinking, okay, we're moving pretty quick. It's 3:10s, but now's probably a time to really start to pick it up. You don't want to be hanging around with some of these boys with a K to go.
Yeah, so you'd be really thinking of something.
Will Little has a 4:03 mile to his name and is a dog.
Yeah.
He can really finish quick.
Yeah.
You've got Oli Chignell, sub-4 miler. You don't want to be hanging around with Oli for a sprint. He was 3rd at the National 1500 metre champs this year, behind Sam Roof and Sam Tanner.
Yeah.
And no, not too far behind. And he was finishing quick, so watch out for Oli finishing
yeah, he's got
over
a
the
lot
last
of speed
500.
in his legs.
T's still there. He's looking good. That classic white cap of his that he always wears. I had the pleasure of actually having that cap thrown at me at Timaru 10 last year when he started to undress himself slowly as he got hotter and hotter through the 10K. Arm sleeves came off, then it was the hat, and the hat just caught me in the face.
Yeah, so it's probably a bit warmer today than that Timaru
100%.
10K champ. That was freezing that day. So a lot of runners will be stoked about that, running in a little bit warmer conditions, because it is a bit hard. However, some of these athletes are very used to running overseas, cross-country seasons, and they can be really cold. So some athletes prefer running cross-country in the cold, but I'd say today's a really good mix. It's probably about 10 degrees.
Yeah, and we're just starting to see Ben, Otis, and T just slowly drop off that front pack and leaving it to a group of four. Which is Connor Melton, Will Little, Oli Chignell, and Toby Gualter. So
yeah, so Connor's got a lot of speed as well, over 1500 as well.
yes, Connor is a 4:04 miler.
Yep.
And a 8:03 3,000 meter runner. So he's got some speed to him.
Yeah, and previous champion.
Yes, Connor will want to get this done before 500 to go.
Yeah.
I imagine. So Connor will probably start to try push the pace, maybe 3K out, and see what everyone's got.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's Ben kind of dropping back for that 6th place, but still quite a clear top 6 coming round this bend. There's some more runners running
Corbin
down the
Striker
hill.
from Christchurch Avon there.
There's Max Taylor from Wellington.
That's Robbie White from Whippet's Running Project. All running very well.
Yeah. Still got 3 laps to go.
And then here they come for their their 6th time through a sand pit.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it's...
And that will sting the legs.
Yeah, 100%. Maybe not Ben's. Ben knows how to navigate those trails.
Yeah. Ben just wishes it was a 200-meter long hill.
Yeah.
But he's still looking strong there. He's getting on the back of Taonga just there.
If those two can work together, that would be what I would be thinking if I was in that situation. Like, let's work together and get back up to that top 4.
Yeah. Come
or
up to the side of him.
Or at least maintain where you're able to still be within striking distance coming into that last K and a half probably.
Yeah.
Depending on your strengths, like particularly for someone like Ben and Taonga to some extent, they've got a lot of endurance.
Yes.
So they'll want to still be really holding on to more of those guys that have got a lot of speed.
And Connor looking very strong here, just hanging out at the front there. You can't separate these 4 at the moment. Interesting to see how they're feeling. They're halfway through, over halfway through. The lungs will be burning and the legs will be telling you no.
Yep.
But your mind's got to tell you yes.
Yeah, you're no stranger to that, are you?
And they're all opting to go around the hurdle. It's a shame. What a pity. There will be some words after the race.
I'm sure. So 2 of your flatmates there.
Yes.
And then,
Bag of nerves this morning. You could cut the tension with a butter knife.
Even yesterday. But, there's a lot on the line. That golden ticket to Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Plus, just winning national champs. That's a big deal.
It means a lot to them. Look, I've been crook all week, and I felt like a second-class citizen in my own flat. They've had me wearing a mask. They all jump into different rooms to avoid me, and I've had to isolate in my bedroom watching Love Island for the whole week. So
that doesn't sound too
I've
bad.
binged about 20 hours. These boys, doing whatever they can to make sure that they're 100% on the day. We're starting to see here that Will Little is just slowly dropping off here. Will needs to really work and get back onto that front group. So we do have a top 3 at the moment, which looks like it's being led out by Oli, followed by Toby, and then Connor.
Yeah. So Oli, if Oli wins this will be his 14th national champion medals. So he's got junior titles to his name, under 20 cross-country title.
He's won this championship in 2018 and 2021, and he'll be looking for a 3rd one today.
Yeah. He's medals in the 1500, like we mentioned.
And they've maintained that pace. They've gone through in 19 minutes for 6K, so that's still 3:10s. So it looks like it's a slow grind, and everyone's just struggling to stay on that pace. And Will just letting that gap form, so he'll be fighting some demons there. But if he really just gets his head around these last 2 laps, he can quite easily make up that distance.
He certainly could. So if Connor wins, this will be his 8th championship medal. So remember, he won cross-country last year. He's a silver in the 10K at the end of last year.
Yep.
Silver in the 5K.
Bronze in the 5K the year before. He's a very accomplished runner.
Yeah, very accomplished. Silver in under 20 men's 8K.
And that's Dan Balchin, you can see on the screen there, followed by Toby Tasker and Cam Clark, the sea of red that we like to talk about. All looking very strong. Cam Clark, another training partner of mine. He's training very well.
So he'll be looking for that top 10, won't he?
Still very young.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Cam Clark's got a lot of years left in those legs. So we just have Oli, Toby, and Connor, with Will closely following behind by a couple of seconds.
Yeah, so Will really needs to not let that bungee
No, you
cord-
don't want to be in that no man's land. It's a tough place to be. You will be fighting those forts.
Yeah, and those thoughts can be pretty scary.
Devastating. Absolutely devastating.
Yeah, so those 3 look really strong, don't
We'll
they?
see how they go over the mound. That's always a subtle tell.
To me, the mound doesn't look like it's really faltering them that much.
No. All 3 of those boys seem to handle that mound very
and look,
well.
they're going straight through the bunker now, so different to Toby's first technique, going kind of on the outside. And there's Will going through the bunker.
Oli looks like he's really putting the pace on him.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, but he doesn't
looks very
look
comfortable.
tired. No, but none of them do, actually.
That's that classic Oli Chignell, just expressionless at the moment. I think he's ready to just keep ramping this pace up a little bit. But you cannot underestimate Toby Gualter. Toby might look like he's hurting, but he'll just keep hurting, keep battling through that pain.
Yeah.
He just never switches off.
Ben and Taonga. So that'll be your 5th and 6th runners. So they'll really want to be. Remember, in the under 20 men's, even if you're out in 5th and 6th, so much can happen over the last 2 laps. We can't count them out, although, to be fair, these 3, they know how to work.
So there's Ronan Lee on screen.
So that'll be
Little
your
bro.
8th.
Ronan Smith, as we like to call him. He's lost the last name. Oscar Baines closely following him.
Great run by Oscar.
Yeah, owner of the Front Runner Colombo. So a very big staple in the running scene down here in Christchurch. I've had a very big part to play in the setup of this course in North Hagley.
Oh yeah, tell us about the organising committee for this.
So the LOC, it's the main offenders are John Ingalls, John Gamblin, Victor, and Oscar. And they've come up with a really nice course here. I think they've managed to blend the fast with the hard.
Yep. So much work goes into this. So much.
They've been working all year. I see them at the Canterbury committee meetings, and they're never short of a word. Always very tired from the LOC admin that they've got to maintain, and a lot has gone into producing this race. There's Cam Swales.
Just want to reconnect with that group there. You always want to be running in a pack. It makes it so much easier.
So Connor Melton hitting the front here.
This is interesting. I mean, I would do it if I was him too, I think, wouldn't you?
Yeah, this is where Connor will want to make this a race. He'll look to try stretch him out over 3K to go. Connor loves a hard grind home.
Yeah.
He did this again to all of us last year. We were all there with him, and then he just slowly started to ramp it up, and it got quicker and quicker, and everyone just one by one dropped off. So let's see if he's going to do the same here again.
How's his training going as your flatmate? What have you seen?
He's looked very good. I fought in training. I've probably been trying a little bit harder than him in some of the VO2 sessions, and you can kind of tell because he never seems out of breath, whereas you're trying to catch your breath. He's just recently been over in Europe, so he was saying that he was still feeling the effects of...
Is he able to maintain his training over in Europe?
I believe so. I believe he got some good running over there.
That's very impressive, isn't it, to be able to travel like that?
Almost like a heat camp, because it's about 30 degrees. And there they go around that barrier.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see jumps from these top 3 today.
Fellas, please. Just one time.
Yeah, so after this we've got one more lap.
They're coming into their last lap, so this is their 4th
lap.
lap.
It's gone so quick.
It is rapid.
I'm sure they probably wouldn't agree with me saying that.
Blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah.
But Connor's really setting the pace here, and Oli seems to be happy to let him dictate that with Toby right behind. So you just really can't separate these three. They just keep going tit for tat at the moment.
Having Oli and Toby right there behind me would scare me, though.
It would, yes.
It would be quite terrifying.
You've got Toby Gualter, who's what, a 13:47 5K runner and a 28:58 10K runner. So very accomplished over those longer distances.
Yeah. And probably the best form of his life at the moment.
Absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
But
Training.
so was Oli. Like, you know, that recent half, it's just, incredible.
Yeah. So here they come through for 8K. We're looking for 25:20 if they're maintaining this 3:10 pace. So let's see what they come through on.
So just a reminder, we've got Connor Melton, we've got Toby Gualter and Oli Chignell there in second.
So that was a faster lap. That was more of a 6:14, so that's 3:07. So they have ramped up that last lap.
And that's probably thanks to Connor Melton, isn't it?
Yeah,
He
Connor
really
looks to be driving
yeah.
this.
Fourth place coming across for the last lap is Will Little.
This again, we've been spoiled with some racing
We're
today.
so lucky. So in fifth place we've got Ben Otis crossing the line now for the last lap, closely followed by Taonga.
And Connor is just... It looks like he's stretching them. It's hard to tell, but it looks like he is starting to stretch this pack out a little bit.
Yeah, this last lap, it's going to be blistering. I think it's going to be
I'm nervous
so
for
quick.
him. I'm nervous for him. There is going to be plenty of beers consumed tonight if Connor Melton can win this. The flat will be up and roared. We'll be having a great time.
I think, to be fair, this top three is also quite solidified as well. But
Yes.
I know there's so much more to it than a top three placing. We've got that
Exactly.
golden ticket on the line,
Yep.
and just a national championship gold medal. That means a lot.
I know how much that golden ticket means to Connor.
Yeah.
He really wants to solidify his place in that New Zealand cross-country team going over to Tallahassee. And he's looking fantastic. He's again one of his athletes, face just expressionless.
Would that be his first time representing New Zealand?
At a senior level, I believe. Yes,
Yeah.
I believe he's representing New Zealand at a junior level, but
Yeah.
he does want that black singlet now.
Yeah, and we've got Toby, of course, has just come off representing New Zealand at the World University Games. And Oli Chignell has represented New Zealand.
Oli Chignell has represented New Zealand at the World Cross Country Champs. I believe that was in
Yes,
2023, the Australian.
In Australia, yeah.
Yep.
So there's your
This is
top
interesting.
three.
Ollie's just off the back there, maybe grimacing a little bit,
Yeah.
and Toby's hitting the front. So this is very impressive from Toby because he has come off a 10K, 2 5Ks in probably the last 8 days.
Yeah, that has to be mentioned, plus an international flight.
An
yeah.
international flight, and he didn't back away from the training this week. I follow him on
No.
Strava, and he's still committed to the grind.
Yeah, oh, thank God for Strava. Strava, it's
Keeps
great.
me informed.
Yeah, yeah.
But Connor Melton, here's Will
Here's
Little,
Will.
just coming over the mound. But Connor Melton has hit the front again. I don't know the last time we've seen someone go back-to-back
Yeah,
at the National
that's
Cross
very
Country, and
true.
Connor is looking like he is going to do it. Oli Chignell is just falling off the back there. There's Ben
Otis
Otis.
for fifth.
This is exciting. My heart is absolutely going.
Well, you've got a lot on the line too, right? Your flatmate.
I know.
One of your best friends.
He is
You wanna see
looking
him win.
amazing.
He looks incredible.
He was very nervous this morning, very quiet. He
Yep.
always is a little quiet, but
That's what
very
gets him in the
quiet.
zone. I think I've learned that about him now. You just need to let him be nervous because it's how he channels all that energy here into the course.
And he's
today.
looking at the last K. He just needs to work a little more to get Toby off of him. He doesn't want to be faced with a sprint finish.
No, and he's got a couple more bunkers to navigate.
Don't want to leave it to chance. So
Not the hurdle, they're running around it, but still running around. And then these tight turns, like, let's not underestimate those tight turns. They can take it out of you a bit too, particularly at the end.
he
of
is
10K
looking phenomenal. There goes Connor. He's just really winded this up on them. Oli has dropped off
Ollie's
there in
dropped
third.
off. Toby's still there.
Toby's
in
starting to
striking.
struggle. Let's see
Yeah.
how they handle this
So
this hurdle
about
now.
probably 800 to go here.
Yep.
So
About
this is
800.
going to be quick. It's going to be quick.
Oh, they will be feeling it now. You just have to tell yourself there's only 800 meters to go. Don't let the legs tell you no. Don't let the lungs tell you no. Make sure that head's telling you yes. And Connor is really starting to stretch this field. He's looking unbelievable here. Toby is hanging in strong.
That's fantastic.
What an absolute animal.
So last year, Connor ran 32.08 in Hawke's Bay, so a very hard course, that one, with the hill and the mud. So this is going to be quicker. And I'm sure Connor's only going to speed up from here. Just got to get around that hurdle. This is super exciting.
Let's watch him navigate this hurdle. Go over it, Connor.
I don't
know. He's going around
it. Going around.
Oh, another.
Why would you risk it at this point,
That's
right?
another beer fine there, Connor.
And there comes Toby as well. He's not too far behind.
No, but Connor is just looking
dominant.
absolutely phenomenal here. He's just picking up the pace with every stride. He's really starting to stretch the boys out here. Unbelievable.
Just about to come around that turn into that final straight, which is quite long. You can see the finishing chute in the archway from quite a while away. But this is kind of Connor's bread and butter. He's a fantastic track runner. He'll just go for it. He's got it. Even though he knows he's winning at the moment, he's going to have to go for it.
Fantastic 1500, fantastic 3K, 5K, 10K. National 2024 cross-country champion, and it's going to be again here, National 2025 cross-country champion, booking that ticket to Tallahassee, the golden ticket. He just looks phenomenal. Look at him go. Driving those arms, pumping those legs. He's unstoppable today.
He is so unstoppable. This is insane. Toby looks really good as well. And there you can just see Oli as well. He's driving the arms.
Enjoy it, Connor. Enjoy it. That is absolutely amazing. Connor Melton, once again, back to back. When have we seen that? There you go, Connor. Give it a smile.
2025 national champion.
Pump
Connor
those arms.
Melton.
Followed closely by Toby Gualter. Fantastic run by Toby.
Excellent. And here comes Oli Chignell as well. Yeah, definitely that last 500 looked so tough. He really hung in there. That was an awesome run by Oli. I think he'll be happy with that, like to get on the podium as well.
Yes.
You can't really ask for much else in this. As we said, this field is absolutely stacked. There he is.
Oli Chignell, third place.
Probably about 32 minutes.
Connor being greeted by his girlfriend Gabi Newman.
Who's about to run as well. Oh, good camaraderie.
And we
there
have
by
Will
those two
Little
as well.
in
That's
fourth.
Fantastic.
There we go for Will Little.
I think Will will be happy with that too. Yeah.
Yep, he'll be happy to get top 5.
Yeah.
He would have loved the medal.
Yeah, because he was sixth last year.
6th last year. And I believe it'll be Ben Otis coming through the finish line now.
Great run by Ben too. As we said, good practice for him before he goes over to the States for their national trials.
And Taonga there just hanging on for 6th place.
Great run by Taonga as well. And there
Very
comes Ronan Lee as well.
Is that?
Is it?
No, that's the first of the Australian men.
So that's the first race the Aussies haven't been in the top 4.
Yes, yep. And there's Ronan Lee there. Well done, Ronan Lee. Fantastic run from him.
Amazing.
And Oscar Baines. Great run from Oscar Baines there.
Yeah, that's fantastic running.
Fast finishing Chris Dryden as he pumps those arms. Go, Chris.
The 2 UC athletes.
Very nice running from Chris Dryden there.
So those UC athletes won't contribute to the Canterbury team?
No.
Okay. So can you just run us through how it works for the teams?
The teams are compromised by about 8 athletes, and it's the top 4 that score.
Another Australian.
And there's Toby Tasker from Canterbury. So Canterbury, that rounds out the Canterbury team, I believe. So Canterbury will win the teams race in dominant fashion. There you have Dan Balchin, more known for a marathon runner, followed closely by Cam Clark.
Well, that rounds out the Canterbury team, or probably already had been
Already has,
out,
yeah.
Or maybe they've got 2 teams.
They could. Yeah. They would have won
yes,
first and
there's
second.
Cameron Swales as well, also representing Canterbury. That will be the second Canterbury team.
Great race from Swales.
Another Aussie.
I don't think they can legally put 2 teams on the podium.
Okay. There's some more UC athletes.
And there's Ethan Smolge coming through. Oh, Saxon Morgan and followed by Ethan Smolge.
So Ethan's an 800-metre runner.
800-metre specialist.
10K's tough when you're an 800 runner.
Liam Chesney, Tame Patel. Fantastic running. I cannot stress how great that was from Connor Melton. He will be buzzing.
And I'm sure there were some battles back in the, for
Tramacahan coming through.
this top 10. Oh, there's Connor with his golden ticket. He'll be absolutely stoked.
Look
about
at him.
that.
Oh, lap it up, Connor. That is a fantastic run from you.
Oh, here comes Darian Sorori. Great run by Darian.
Nice running by Darian.
The Otago athlete there. Wellington had a really strong showing as well, with obviously Toby Gualter in second. And that's Lorcan Rabbit. Well done, Lorcan.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who came second in the teams race out of Auckland and Wellington, I believe. Canterbury would have taken that first place. There's Toby Gualter on screen. He'll be happy with that second place after all the travelling he's done this week. But yeah, cannot stress fantastic racing from Connor Mellon. He just looks unbeatable at the moment.
Yeah.
He'll be loving
so
that.
stoked going into track.
Absolutely.
Run us through how do you think track's going to play out for someone like Connor, who's now racing a cross-country race in January?
So, talking to the boys in the flat, they won't focus on any of the track races.
Okay.
They're going to go straight to cross-country. So, we'll now need to go bag that qualifying time of 29:30 over 10K.
Yeah.
And both those boys have a 10K race planned in Australia on September the 23rd.
In Melbourne, right?
In Melbourne, on the... is it the Formula 1 Grand Prix course?
Yes, yeah, Albert Park.
Yep, so they'll be looking to go one better there by running great over a 10K on the road, probably looking to go under that 29 minutes, solidify their spots in the team, and then they'll look to just focus purely on the cross-country training.
So will Connor still run that race, that 10K?
Yep, he'll go over there. He's already booked his flights.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that was Connor Melton with Saxon Morgan, good friends, talking at the finish line.
Well, that'd be good to get another race in the leagues, like a little bit closer, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, so they'll do that race in Melbourne, and they'll probably double back for the Timaru 10 in October.
Yep.
With road relays in between. So Whippet's running project is looking very good for the road relays.
Road relays, there might be a few unfamiliar people with road relays here. Road relays is very competitive. I know I myself, all my training is working towards road relays.
Yes,
so
yep.
Teams of 7 or 8.
This year it will be 7
Yep.
on the fielding course.
Over how long is the total course?
Well, it's a mixture of like 9 to 11K
70
legs.
or
So you're
80?
looking at about 70K.
Yeah, and it gets really competitive.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it
Dave
does.
and I are actually rival clubs,
Yes.
but we have come together today to produce this amazing live stream. We have put our differences aside
Yep.
to work as a team.
Yeah, Whippet's notoriously just the natural predator of a Whippet is a cougar.
Yeah, I think, you boys, you'll have a really good race.
Yep. There will be Whippets, University of Canterbury, and the Bays men, the Bays Cougars men, all looking like they might take the 1, 2, and 3 at the road relay. So that'll be one of the next big events that all the boys will be focusing towards.
So that'll be good training for those boys who are still looking for that qualifying time for World Cross.
Absolutely, yep.
And yeah, it's a fun event as well, being a part of a team. Like obviously cross country, we've talked a little bit about the teams. It's an individual sport as well, so having that team element always helps. Definitely getting that camaraderie.
I wonder if we can get Connor in here for a little bit of a chat.
Yeah, that would be great. I can see Will Little. I'll let Dave go off and grab him because it'll be awesome to get him on here to chat. While we wait for him. We can see that Connor's on screen actually doing an interview, so maybe we'll get him on at some point. But let's just discuss the women's race. So the women's race is on in approximately about less than 10 minutes. So we actually might be cutting over to the interview. I'm not sure. Okay, well, we can only guess what Connor's saying. Dave, what do you think Connor's saying right now?
He's saying, very good race. something along the lines of a Connor Melton speech, but I just know he'll be chuffed with that. He was very nervous this whole week, and that'll just be the greatest way to tick off the week for him. It's been such a long build.
Not just the week, I reckon the whole year for him.
I think we started the build about 16 weeks ago, where we really started to put the circle around the date today and say, right, that's the focus, and everything's been in the lead up. He's been training like a beast. 150k weeks, week in, week out.
It's great to get some insight on training, because there may be a few people watching this today who don't know about periodization of training and things like that, and what it really takes to build up to this.
So we had a little bit of a different approach this year. Sam McLean, our coach, he coaches Connor Melton and Will Little. We sort of went for let's start at a little bit more at a sub-threshold pace. So more like that free temp pace. So the true threshold's probably close to the free flats. For the boys, but we started at the free 10s, built the volume, and then started to build the pace down. And then close to the time, we just circled some dates on some key workouts. And one of the key workouts is what we like to call the 265-362, which is 2s and 3s at 250 pace. And 6s and 5s at about that free flat pace.
Okay, is that on the grass or
on the road with 345 floats?
Yeah. So did you guys take any approach to do anything on the grass, or mostly?
No, we went for a completely road approach pretty much. But in that session, Connor, we went for about 30-45 for 10k, and Connor just looked smooth. Connor and Will were starting to really burn down to about 255 on the threshold paces, and that's when I knew these boys are going to fly at National Crossing. They're going to be hard to beat, and they're definitely going to be in there for that top 3.
Yeah, I think what you've just discussed as well really highlights the importance of having a training group as well, right? So you can collectively look at this date, look at how you're going to get there together, right? So again, yes, running is a pretty individual sport, but really success comes from being in a group, working together, which in Christchurch especially, you guys really have that community down here, which helps you be really strong, and I think that's exactly why Canterbury won the championships today.
We've got a group, a 10-strong group, where we all get out for training sessions together. We do everything together, and we all just try to bring each other up. We uplift each other. If someone's feeling poor in training, then we all just get involved, and we say, look, you might be feeling poor this week, but next week you're the hammer, someone else is the nail. So we do have that camaraderie, and I think that's a massive part of the sport for us.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you've definitely kind of collaborated and made that great community, and it really, really shows. I mean, 2 of you in that top 5. And then Canterbury pretty much putting 2 teams across the line in the top 15.
Very similar to what the Babes girls have done in Auckland. As an individual as the sport is, it is very much a team sport when it comes to the training.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's super important. Speaking of girls, let's talk about the